Hey, big spenders. I forgot to close the curtain, so I'm going to be leaning over this way because it's really bright. And I kind of look like a Klingon or something with the way the light's shining. And it's bad for my migraines. Um, Hi. Okay. All right. I'm back home, obviously. Uh, New Orleans and Memphis were wonderful. Oh my God. I didn't do shit, and it was fantastic. Loved it. I just went to New Orleans and was. I mean, I got a tattoo. I think I talked about that last week. I still need to talk to my artist and get the photos we took of me bare-assed out on Rampart Street, so I can show you. And a whole lot of other people, apparently, because I'm writing about this for another Jane Pratt thing. I'll show you all my ass. Again. Yeah. You'd think I would have gotten some beads for that, or at least for as many times as I have depantsed on Rampart Street for tattoo photos. Nobody's throwing any beads. And I don't want the plastic ones either. I want the good glass ones. So, if we can make that happen next time or the time after that. Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to write about because for not doing a lot, I did a lot. Did a lot of thinking. That always leads to writing and long missives here. Um, but yeah, it was a really good trip. The best news of the trip was, other than, having some dizzy spells here and there and some little headachiness here and there that migraine meds took care of, I only had one instance of getting walloped by my migraine condition. So, it was because I had done too much in the course of the day, and I didn't drink enough water or eat enough protein. I had too much sugar, so it was totally self-induced, and worth it. It was fun, but yeah, I wound up going back to my room from. I had lunch at Elizabeth's, which is a spiritual experience always, both with the food and the people there, and just the place. It's wonderful. If I had to pick my favorite, it'd be Elizabeth's, I think. I went to City Park, and I much prefer the City Park location of Cafe du Monde over the French Market and the French Quarter location. It's less touristy, uh, quieter, and the park is so beautiful. Oh my God, that park! It is like being on another planet with the giant live oaks and the Spanish moss, and it's just incredible. And so and then I'd gone out to lunch. Wait, no, I didn't go to Elizabeth's. I'm sorry. Um, I went to IU Bakehouse, and that was. I'll be writing about that. I'm not going to spill the beans on that one here. I'm going to write about it. But I'd sat outside at IU, and at Cafe du Monde, I sat outside, and it was 85 degrees all day. It was beautiful. I mean, for me to say it's 85 and humid and it's beautiful, I don't do that. I don't like it when it's 85 degrees here, but I like it in New Orleans. I literally, legitimately think, I know I've seen it, people in New Orleans, Memphis, the South in general, treat hot weather very differently than we do here in the Midwest. Even though we could be getting the same temperatures and similar humidity, up here we just got that Midwestern work ethic. You got to just keep going and push through the heat, and not doing that down there. It's like, no, I'm gonna go from one spot to the next. I'm gonna graze. I'm gonna take it easy. Not having a job makes a difference, I'm sure. But yeah, I had a lovely time. And but yeah, as I was leaving the park, I realized it's like I've got a headache, and I'm super had a big vertigo episode on my way walking to my car. So I went back to my hotel and I went to bed. I took a nap and I thought, I'm going to sleep for an hour and a half and then I'm going to get up and I'm going to go down to Bud Rips because it's Taco Tuesday. I'm going to eat tacos and have a frozen Paloma. I slept an hour and a half and I woke up. It's like, no. No. I had an okay po' boy delivered for dinner and spent the evening, um, crashed out, went to bed early. Woke up the next day just fine. So, all this is to say, the migraine physical therapy is working. It's definitely making a difference. And I'm really happy about that. Because I was nervous going into this trip. The last trip I took was to Chicago, and I didn't leave my guest house the entire time I was there. That was December, and started the physical therapy not long after that. And yeah, I'm 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 pleased, and continuing. It's still an ongoing process, but uh, yeah, that was good. Woody says hi. Kitty, kitty, kitty. It's one of his awake hours. When he's awake, he's very awake. And he makes it everybody's problem. I think CJ's awake, which is good. CJ is home for spring break this week. Did not go to Kansas City to pick them up because I was tired from driving home. Also, I need to get my car serviced before taking any trips anywhere. So they came home on Amtrak on Sunday during all the crazy storms. They got to see snow, they got to see tornado warnings, they got to see thunderstorms. Yeah, the entire state of Missouri was a weather system, multiple weather systems, and it was fine. Uh, yeah. Um, but yeah, they're home. There's in their room. They're not. I got a text from them a little bit ago, so they're not sleeping yet. But oh, Woody, kitty, kitty, kitty. So what else happened? Memphis. Um, I stopped in Memphis a week ago Sunday when I was on my way down to New Orleans and had brunch at the arcade, uh, which I'll write about. It was great. It was the oldest restaurant in Memphis. It's been open since 1919. Uh, it was the setting of the movie Mystery Train, which is which I love. Jim Jarmusch movie. Joe Strummer from The Clash was in it, and so yeah, that was a great experience and a great meal. And then, why is he distracting me? Oh my god. On the way back, I spent the night in Memphis and got up early enough that, oops, sorry about that, um, that I was able to do, well, Memphis is only a 4 hour drive or so for me. So I didn't have to hurry to get on the road. I still made it home like at dark and had a nice, busy, fun day in Memphis. Uh, I, I went to Central Barbecue and brought home filled a cooler barbecue and sides and banana pudding to bring home. Zero complaints there. That was other than it's gone. It was delicious. Um, and then I popped into Sun Studio, and I I haven't been in Sun Studio for the tour. CJ was 7, I think, last time we went, so 15 years. Yeah, 15 years this summer. I just did the math. And um, I've been wanting to, for years, like every time I pass through Memphis, it's like, I want to at least stop outside and take a selfie in front of the neon sign. And there's always a group of tourists in the big busloads of tourists parked in front. And so I never stop. And this time I got determined, and things have changed since I was there last. And I've kind of forgotten how that they do have a little kind of hidden parking lot. I figured out how that parking lot works. I swear to God, I'm not abusing the cat. He thinks he's being abused, but he's not. Stopped into Sun to pick up a gift for someone, and of course, left with a book and a pack of coffee beans. One of my favorite roasters, French truck roasters, coffee roasters, um, does a special blend for Sun Studios that's just sold there. So I gotta have that. I buy coffee as my main souvenir anytime I travel because I'm gonna be spending that money anyway at home. I might as well spend it on the road. And for the ones that are special, I keep the bag. So, uh, but just walking into Sun, not even going into the studio itself and doing the tour, just walking into the cafe section, it felt like home. Like spiritually, I am home. It's the feeling I assume people feel when they go to church. You know, people who are really into being in church. It was that. And there were 4 kids, and I say kids, they were about CJ's age, maybe a little older, who were working, and I was the only person there. The last of the bus group, I held the door for the last of them coming out as I was going in, and it was just us. And it reminded me of that first trip, which I wrote about a couple of weeks ago, or yeah, a little while back in December. Um, it reminded me of that. And they asked if I wanted the tour, and I almost said only if I can go back and listen to the original masters like I did the last time I was the only person on the tour. I didn't say that. I stopped myself. I just said no thanks. I'm just doing some shopping, and just that area used to. It was a cafe, diner, in the days that the studio was in operation, and it's where Sam Phillips, the owner, signed record deals with Elvis and Carl Perkins and Roy Orbison and Johnny Cash and all the great people who recorded there. And then they kind of reconfigured for a while and it wasn't there. And it's been back. It was back when CJ and I went 15 years ago. So it's been back for a long time. Um, I could have gotten a cup of coffee and hung out, but I just come from the French roast or the French truck shop down the street. So I was already full of coffee and like, okay, I can't do that. So I'm just gonna wander. The shop's tiny. I'm just gonna look at every single t-shirt and just feel it and just feel like I'm where I belong. And oh, it was good. It was just good for my soul. It just I don't know why. That building is full of spirits, and I'm not clairvoyant by any stretch, but it's one of those places I can feel it, and there's spirits that connect to mine and get it. So, yeah, that was even just popping into the store for 10 minutes was good. Anyway, since I rambled on at length last week, and since I was writing a post for 6 Days on the Road, I'm going to go return to that. Thank you. Thank you for your financial support. What I'm writing about today and posting today for everybody is the fact that I was broke this entire trip, other than the last day. I was running on a couple $100, and it was hard, and it was scary, but it worked, and I did it. But I need more income. So I appreciate every single one of you. I make this. This is so sad, but also so great. Just from the Substack, just from you guys who are paid subscribers, I get $1,000 a year right now, a little over 1,000, because of what you have paid and what you pay to receive me rambling every Tuesday. I do have a playlist I'm putting up today too. But yeah, um, so I may be broke, but because of you guys, I'm $1,000 richer. So yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go beg for money now. All right, and Woody is looking out the window for squirrels to bother. So all is well. All is right in my world. My kids in their bedroom. See y'all later. Thanks a lot. Love ya.